Good morning. It's your girl, Miss P. And I'm gonna let y'all in on some more of my business like I've been doing. Um, so check it. Friday. Gotta start at Friday. Friday, I was in class having fun. We doing DNA, who the daddy, who not the daddy, kind of thing with the strawberries. And it was fun. Well, I get out of class at 1:50 and I get an alert. Now, I seen the exam was due on the same day we were in class. However, I thought I saw 11:50 p.m. But the test closed at 1:50 p.m. Again, still didn't see it. I'm in class, enjoying class, participating, getting my grade. So I'm preparing to take the test, in between class and my sister's celebration for her birthday. And as I'm preparing to do the test, I get an alert, you got a 0. Now, mind you, this is the first exam of the semester. So off rip, I'm starting off with a 0. Really? Pissed me off. I'm frantic, I'm panicking, I'm worried. I'm like, oh my God. And it's science. I know I'm not good at science. So I was just like, okay, I need to have a foundation of a grade to build on. But starting from 0, no. So I'm doing that. I'm frantic. I message the professor 2 ways, through my student email and through where we do our assignments and stuff and where the assignments are due. I messaged. Then I called to leave a voicemail Friday. No, I left a voicemail on Saturday. When I was with my homegirl, she told me she's had him before. It should be a mistake. Because he's not computer savvy like that. And I'm like, okay. So I called him Saturday and left a voicemail on his office phone, whatever. And I'm steady trying to at least find some kind of way to get him to open up the exam. Still no answer. So Sunday, I go to church, 2 services, made it through the day, praying. I email him again, hoping that he would see it Monday morning. Still no answer. And I'm like, oh my God, I need a grade to start with. Even if I don't do so well, I cannot start from 0. Like, I cannot. So I'm, looking at everything, thinking about everything, trying to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do. Monday come yesterday. I still ain't heard from him, the professor. And I'm like, I don't think he's gonna open up this exam, or I don't know. I kept feeling so dreary. And what's crazy is Monday morning looked like it wanted to rain. And I'm not saying this based off me, I ain't that kind of person, but it went with my mood for the day for sure. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna pass this class. And I need these classes to graduate. It's biology lab and lecture. And so I'm evaluating myself, my knowledge. Can I do this without getting this particular grade? I looked at the grading scale. No, by no means. Heavy on the percentile for the exam for sure. So I'm just like, damn. Okay. I'm trying to shake it, but I'm like, you can do it though. Then I start looking over all the assignments and the things we were required to do. I haven't retained anything mentally. Excuse me, my alarm. I haven't retained anything mentally, like, whatsoever. Like, I know some stuff that we talked about in class, but I'm not grasping it. And I'm just going to be vulnerable and tell y'all that I'm not grasping it. On top of, most of the students that are in the class with me are fresh out of high school. Yeah, I'm going to tell my age. I graduated in 2010. So that's what, 14 years out of high school? But then when I really start, evaluating and processing the situation, I received all of my science credits in 9th grade. I know that sounds weird, but that's how it was back then. Back then, like I'm old. But that's how it was though. Like, once you receive that credit, you didn't have to take that class anymore. And I did my AP and everything. So I'm just like, I was done with science all the way around. And so for the last 3 years of high school, I didn't have science. I was in fine arts. I was doing nothing but fine arts, trying to get a scholarship. So, and that's some bullshit ass story. I gotta tell y'all that later. Anywho, so I'm like, technically, I have not done science in 15 years. And science have been science in this whole entire time that I've been out of school. I don't know this stuff. So, yesterday, pondering all of those things, I started to cry. And I told y'all about my anxiety yesterday. When I have high anxiety, I cry. Well, Sunday. Oh, check out the video. And I have high anxiety to the point where I will cry. Like, even when something is not wrong, I will cry. But this time something was wrong. I felt stupid. Even though I have a business management degree already, and I'm 2 classes away from having my psychology degree, I felt stupid. And I'm like, I can't pass. I'm not gonna be able to pass this. And yes, it was like, well, damn, you just missed the test or whatever. But it meant everything, because again, I needed that foundation to make any type of grade. So I did the estimation calculator and everything to see what I would have to do to pass this class for sure. I would have to make a perfect score in the class. In the other class, again, I was doing so, but not so well, because I could not keep up. The teacher would just talk and expect us to know. Didn't necessarily want to put reviews or anything on there. Like, you really had to study to show thyself approved. Yes, that's biblical, but it also applied to this. And I was like, yeah. So he was even having dialogue in the classroom with students that I couldn't even be a part of. That's how delayed I was. And yeah, just overall, I kept beating myself up. You're stupid, you're dumb. How could you not know this? But then again, evaluating, I was like, helper, don't call yourself stupid. For one, you have a degree. For 2, you have a job. For 3, you have a diploma. For 4, you only 2 classes away. So you passed all them other classes. You're not dumb. It's just this is your crib tonight. Science is my kryptonite, as well as 15 years without science. And y'all know how science been. Hell, even parents have talked about how they having a hard time helping their middle schoolers with their homework. So I can only imagine what high school science is like. So I kind of came up off myself a little bit, because I have to stop doing that. I'm learning how not to whoop my own ass mentally, because I can do it, honey. I can do it better than you. And so I backed up off myself. I told myself, go back off yourself. Back up off yourself. Hold on now. 15 years. These babies in here that just graduated, so they have the toolage that they need. Because again, they fresh out of high school. So I backed up off myself like, okay. But then I wondered, what was I going to do with my psychology degree? Nothing. I don't want to be a psychologist. I need help myself. As well as, I like to just help people on a whim, if they just so happen, chance to be in my space, I can advise people, immature advice, but I can give advice. And so I was like, yeah, just be okay. So what I decided to do, I dropped my classes, both of the classes. After strenuous evaluation and deliberation, Because I was like, I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. But I can put that thing on pause. You see what I mean? I can put that thing on pause and be okay about it. Because again, I'm not trying to get anything in psychology, to be honest with you. I'm not. So that's what I decided to do. I dropped my classes, and when I tell you, y'all, about like 20 minutes later, the sun came out. Not again, I'm not saying that the universe is going according to my mood, but yesterday went according to my mood. The sun came out. I felt lighter. I felt, it's crazy because I felt more ambitious. Like, I'm going to the gym Thursday. I want to paint more. Like, I hadn't painted because I felt so drained and tired. I want to clean up my home better because, like, I really want to get things organized where it's on a steady flow, where even though I pull shit out, I don't feel so drained having to put stuff back. Like, stuff like that. That's what I want to do. Be me and work on me and have me, and yeah. And I was not happy. I didn't even realize I wasn't happy. Like, I didn't even, like, as far as feeling overwhelmed with schooling, education, mental elevation, I'm still mentally elevating. It's just in that I was unhappy. I didn't want to be in school no more because I got into school because of COVID, and I wasn't doing anything. I knew I was going to get my job back. So it was one of those things of, I idle mind is the devil's workshop, even though he still managed to get up in my mind. Still, you know, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And I kept beating myself up over not having a job, even though the whole world technically didn't have a job. I work by myself. And so I'm just like, and then unsure if they was actually going to bring me back, even though they said they would. And they did not bring me back. I ended up going into a different department. So that still technically, I was right. But I got back into school because I didn't want to be idle, and I knew I was gonna get my job back. I just didn't know that it was gonna be in a different department, in a different way, in a different aspect. So I dropped my classes. I feel so free. I feel so ready for the new things. As well as, I have to be honest, I'm a star now. I'm an Eastern star now, and I studied some of my knowledge and what I'm supposed to do, but have I put in real studying? No, because I was busy worrying about school. So I didn't have time management on my side, and a lot of things are coming up that I actually want to be a part of, but I feel so bogged down by school. And yeah, I feel free to be in the areas that I want to be in, if that makes sense. And school was not it. I didn't want to be in school no more. I was through with it. Now, am I going to go back to it? I plan to go ahead and finish. It's just 2 classes and do it one at a time instead of 12. You know? But if I don't, I'm okay with that too. Because I kept saying you only live once, have no regrets, you know, do what makes you happy. And I went for it. I only live once. I'm not trying to be bogged down with something I'm actually not going to be pursuing. I don't want to be stressing out over anything. On top of, I couldn't buy my cap and gown. I couldn't afford it. Not with the village and adulting that I have going on in my life with a part-time job. I couldn't afford my cap and gown. So, did I really want to, you know? And the last time I graduated with my business management degree, it was during COVID. So we couldn't even cross the stage. But the only blessing behind it is I have a video, you know. I have the video of them calling my name and acknowledging me, and our, you know, virtual graduation, basically. So I'm okay with that. I actually am. I'm looking forward to the future. My paintings, I'm gonna record me doing some paintings and stuff, and probably do a story at the same time, because life is just life and for real. And I'm making moves that makes me happy, not that I feel obligated to do. I'm not driving crazy, y'all. This road is rough, okay? But yeah, I'm doing stuff that I want to do that makes me happy, but still give me progression, elevation, motivation, moving forward, and make me proud of myself. You know what I mean? Like finishing school, yeah, it could have made me proud of myself, but to what end? Because I wasn't supposed to do nothing with it. Anywho, I'm headed to work. I gotta go to the store first. But yeah, I hope everyone have a wonderful day. Be kind. Be considerate. My God, we're lacking in that. But be you, the happy you though, because ain't nothing else you can do.